Side boys, attention. Side step. Left or right, face.
Time orderly. Strike. 4 bells. Captain, United States Navy, arriving. Time orderly. Strike. 4 bells. Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command Jacksonville, arriving. Time orderly. Strike. 6 bells. Commander, Naval Medical Forces Atlantic, arriving. Time orderly. Strike. 6 bells. Acting Surgeon General, United States Navy, arriving. Color guard, parade the colors.
Color guard, attention. Forward, march.
Side boys, left or right, face.
And salute.
Mark time. March.
Yeah.
Left turn, march. Ready? Halt. Freeze and arms.
Color guard, retire the colors.
Shoulder, arms. Mark time, march. Right turn, march. Forward, march.
Ready, 2.
Trail, colors.
Chaplain Sweeten will now deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we come before you with grateful hearts to honor the passing of leadership and celebrate the continuity of this command. We thank you for your steadfast presence and ask that your blessing be upon this ceremony today. We are grateful for the dedicated leadership of Captain Malloy. He is a leader whose strength of character and unwavering faith have been a source of inspiration. Through his example, the core values of honor, courage, and commitment were not just words, but were the very soul of this command's work. He walked the deck plates, drove the duty bus, and always had time to care for people. In accordance with his faith, he is a true servant leader who worked for your approval above all others. We thank you for this man of faith and pray you bless him, Leslie, and a special blessing over Lucy as they embark on their new journey to the best coast, San Diego. May your grace go before them and may they continue to be a beacon of service, integrity, and faith. Now we ask your hand to be upon Captain Palacios as she assumes this sacred trust. Grant her the wisdom to lead with clarity, the courage to face every challenge, and a reliance on faith that nurtures the soul of every sailor and civilian under her charge. Fortify her trust in you, that she may lead with conviction and a steady heart. May the values of honor, courage, and commitment be the foundation upon which her command is built, strengthening both our Navy and our nation. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Sweeten. Bosun, post the side boys.
Side boys, side set, march. Seats.
Guests, please be seated. Good morning, admirals, senior executives, distinguished guests, hospital staff, and community partners. I am Captain Christina Polk, Executive Officer, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, and I will be your Mistress of Ceremonies for today's event. I am delighted to welcome you to today's change of command, during which Captain Craig Malloy will be relieved by Captain Cindy Palacios as Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, and Director, Naval Hospital, Jacksonville. Today, we are honored by the presence of our distinguished guests, Rear Admiral Case, Acting Navy Surgeon General and Chief, Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, and former Commanding Officer of Naval Hospital, Jacksonville, and his wife, Kristen. Rear Admiral Retired Gillingham, former Navy Surgeon General and former Commanding Officer, Naval Hospital, Jacksonville. Rear Admiral Hawkins, Commander, Naval Medical Forces Atlantic. You guys aren't allowed to laugh. Rear Admiral Bradford, Commander, Naval Medical Forces Development Command. Senior Executive Service, Miss Daughter, Executive Director of the North Florida, South Georgia VA Health System. All formal Naval Hospital Jacksonville commanders, including Captain Retired LaFavor and his wife Cheryl, and Captain Retired Palmer and his wife Patricia. We would like to welcome the family of Captain Malloy, specifically his wife, Mrs. Leslie Malloy, daughter, Miss Amy Malloy, daughter, Miss Caitlin Malloy, son, Mr. Edward Malloy, and nephew, AWO1 Christian Reward. We would also like to welcome the family of Captain Palacios, specifically her husband, Eric Palacios, daughter, Ensign Randy Palacios, Medical Service Corps, United States Navy, who will be watching online. Mom, Connie Falkbender, Dad, Dennis Stroth, stepmom, Renee Stroth, stepdad, William Falkbender, sister, Pam Kemp, and stepbrother, Michael Falkbender. Thank you all for being here. The United States Navy's change of command ceremony is a custom that is unique among the armed forces, steeped in the rich traditions of the sea. Its origins date back to the days of sail, when a ship's crew would man the rails and muster on deck to witness the transition of leadership. In an era of limited communication, this public gathering was vital. It ensured that every sailor physically saw and heard their new captain read their official orders, leaving no doubt as to who would hold the ultimate authority of command. Today, we carry on this exact tradition. The reading of official orders in public, the direct transfer of authority with a salute, and the witness of the assembled crew and guests symbolize the absolute continuity of total authority, full responsibility, and complete accountability. It is a sacred trust, ensuring that the watch is seamlessly passed and the command remains ready. Today, Captain Craig Malloy, Nurse Corps, United States Navy, will transition authority and relinquish authority of command to Captain Cindy Palacios, Medical Service Corps, United States Navy. It is my honor and privilege to introduce today's presiding officer, Rear Admiral Robert Hawkins, Commander, Naval Medical Forces Atlantic.
Just all right, there you go. Any questions? I'm sure there were many. You can't figure out how to operate a microphone. I got that going. So, good morning. First of all, a couple of things. Great job to the color guard and also the band, and certainly always a privilege to see the colors of this great nation go by, and done so well. So well done, team, on that. And a lot of times when I do these events, changes of command, I always look around the audience. We do that a couple of reasons to try to figure out people I know or should recognize, but mostly just looking at the place, the people. And I will tell you a couple of observations I have on that. First of all, we have representations of prior surgeon generals. We have representations of base leadership. We have representations of the VA. We have representations of others from the flag mess. We have the acting surgeon general. We have so many people who are retired, who've known these two characters for a while. And it's impressive to me because I'll change of command, I'll talk briefly about, and I'll talk about each of these individuals too. Change of command is a big deal, but what makes any command work is all of that support, and there's others in the audience that I didn't mention specifically, but thanks for the support. Because the mission doesn't get done without the whole team of teams, whatever term you want to use, occurring, and it's clear to me, did site visits up in Kings Bay this week, made work clinic here, and engagement with line counterparts. They're interested, engaged, and that is just super helpful as well. So thanks to all of you. That's a round of applause. All right, the families. So, and I always try to look at all of you, and if my eyes don't scan the right direction, that's because, I couldn't figure out the microphone, so there you go. But when I look at all of you, the reality of it is nobody gets up on the stage. It's myself, Matt included, these two guys, folks in the audience. It doesn't happen without you. And while if we're good people, we thank you. But I know in my own case, I don't thank my family enough for the sacrifice that you guys all have endured. Your service, your sacrifice is a service. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Without you guys, the mission doesn't get done either. as it takes the base support, as it takes the line leadership, as it takes the VA, as it takes all the community support for the mission, so too it takes the families. Thank you. Now, when I think about changes of command, the first thing I think about is all of you who work in the hospital, in the clinics, because the mission gets done on your backs, on your heads, on your hearts. It just does. And you can even survive bad leadership because of what, yeah. Easy, boy. Easy, I told you I'd be gentle. That's gentle for me. Cindy. But the fact of the matter is, each of you are why this stuff gets done. You have high value, and what you do matters. I want you to know that I not just say that. I feel it. They feel it. Because of you, that a leader is successful. There's just no doubt about it. Successful command equals a successful command leadership position. It doesn't happen unless you guys did it. Thanks for doing it. You gotta look at me a little bit, because I'm like this is one of the few times I tower over your keister. So when I think about command and the importance of it, there's characteristics of a leader that are important. But I think about one in particular in you, and I've known you for a long time, haven't I, brother?
Yes, sir.
And even when you were in positions not in command, this characteristic existed. I give a couple observations on each of these. And what an observation means is something that I have seen in an individual, and it's an action, right? And hence an observation. And Greg, you give a darn. Not about you, you give a darn about the mission. You did in the operating room too, I remember, man. You cared about the mission, you cared about the people. An observation I have in Malloy is he gives a darn. You don't learn that, you can't buy it, it's just a part of your fabric. It's in the heart. Heart matters, by the way. You drive a bus, don't you? That's not for show. That's because he gives a darn about the sailors and their walk in transit down a dark highway. I've run that place a few times, it's dark. You give a darn about people, man. Makes a difference. Second observation I have on Malloy. I think I would sum it up like this. You get it done. High speed, low drag.
So my team gets it done, no?
Yeah, I know. Well, you have facilitated, don't get in the way. You want to knock it down so they don't got to Vaseline your ears to get out the doors. You can knock it down a bit. But, dude, getting it done when you care about people, when you give a darn, it makes a difference. It makes my job, my current role, easy. Never came to me, not once, with a problem without a solution. Never. Sometimes in things that were nearly impossible to solve. That's not just a skill. That's how you get it done. And the final observation, there's more, some I can't share in public, myself or you. Integrity of the soul. And what I mean by that, in short order, is there's a certain essence of his presence. When he walks into a room, things get a little bit better. I observed that too. You might have done it yesterday when I was talking to you. You don't know that, you do now. Integrity of the soul brings peace to those around you. I probably should have talked about that one first, because it might be almost as close as giving a damn. Darn, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that.
You did good. I didn't hear. You did good.
All right, you did well, brother. You did well in command. The authority given to you, the responsibility. Cindy, we've known each other a bit as well. And while it's hard to walk behind somebody like Malloy, you got a pretty good XO from my estimation too, so that's good. But you got what it takes to walk behind even Malloy. From your vast experience, from your enlisted days, from all of your experience through operational tours, through your DFA experiences, through your headquarters EA experiences, through your policy and manpower skill sets, through your leadership as the XO in San Diego, your manner. You know, when I was doing a site visit out there the other, I guess it was a few months ago, this tells you something about her character too. She was a little worried about me, I think. Didn't exactly say that, but she handed me a smiley face. And it looked ridiculous on my uniform. But I wore it. And I thought a minute. She was trying to tell me something kindly and in a way that imparted, made me feel better. She does that in a way in which, in a manner in which, it really has an impact. And I know you're going to do that in command. You got it. I'm proud of both of you. Thanks for serving this great mission, this great nation. I look forward to hearing of your future successes and for a short more period of time being a part of them, okay? Great job, team.
Thank you, Admiral Hawkins. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to introduce today's guest speaker, Rear Admiral Matthew Case, Acting Surgeon General and Chief of Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, United States Navy.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Can you hear it all right? All right, good. I had like 7 or 8 pages of remarks because I thought it was the roast of Craig Malloy. Then I said I had to say something nice, so we went to the smaller Brooklyn Sites version. Did we invite him? No, I invited myself. now and then I'm going to get away with things. Admiral Gillingham taught me that, sir. Welcome home. Welcome back.
Thank you.
John, you ordered these. You ordered like 4 or 5 boxes of these, and we've been using these for 15 years now. So thank you. There's still, I checked the drawer, there's still a full drawer, so we'll send some your way. It says Commanding Officer of Naval Hospital, Jacksonville. So we've been using them with pride, John. So thank you. Welcome back. Captain Palmer, welcome back. It's been a long time. Welcome back. Good to see you. And for everyone else, it's good to be back in Jacksonville. If you haven't figured out, I love this organization. 85 years of team, Jacksonville, including our friends down south in Key West and up in Kings Bay, over in Albany, and in Mayport, and right down the street here, have been doing force generating. They've been generating our forces. Navy, Naval Medicine Rangers Training Command, and Naval Hospital Jacksonville, and the branch clinics. Is that still? They're cutting me off already. Been delivering, generating force, and we touch all aspects of that generating force, from subs to air, to surface, and beyond. And the special forces even, we're doing it all. So you all are awesome, and I know Captain Loy is extremely proud. He's reading all the accomplishments, and I know he'll say, they weren't his, they were all of yours. But it takes a leader, right? It takes a leader to do that. And Craig, we were talking about the odds of you being successful in command. If you bet on that, you would have won a lot of money. And that's my joke for the day, all right? Money more. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. But you did a fantastic job. We have a lot of pride in our family medicine residency program, right? That is the lifeblood of how we train and send our medical officers to the fleet. But we train a lot more every day here, don't we? We train a whole bunch of corpsmen that get ready to go out and do the things they need to do. We train nurses to do what we need to do. We also train a few MSC officers along the way. If you think about the tradition of the leadership here, we have a former Surgeon General sitting in the audience. Again, welcome, sir. We have a former DHA director. These are pretty senior folks. A couple of DSGs, and I get to be one of those. And so this place is just a special place. It identifies, it grows, it trains, and it provides the fleet to support the fleet, the Naval Medical Forces. So you guys are awesome, so thank you. I thought I was doing a roast, but I'm not. It's because Leslie, you're here, and so I'm not going to be nice, because I won't be nice later, but thank you, Leslie, for supporting Craig through all this, and your kids, thank you. Appreciate Craig did a really great job, and it's because you're steady hand helping along the way. So wish you all the best, and good luck in San Diego. Cindy, welcome to Jacksonville. I told you it was special. Cindy and I go back with a few days with Admiral Gillingham back in the Surgeon General's office, and I had just come from here, and I didn't want to leave here. Boy, I didn't want to leave here. And Cindy would say something about, she'd been in DC for a little while, and she'd say, well, this is how it goes. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Wait till you get to the FTF, wait till you get to the command and see. So you've done that for a few years now, was that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good answer, good answer. Congratulations. As you know, having command is special. Having command here is next level special. And I know Craig's going to talk about that, so I'm going to step off stage and let these great officers do that. But for the entire Naval Hospital, Naval Medical, Race and Training Command family, it's good to be home. Thank you for what you all do every day. And I know there's many of you who are standing to watch right now, manning the wards, manning the clinics. So if you're watching or you hear this message, we are eternally grateful for what you do every day to support our operational forces and support us. So well done, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all after. Thank you.
Sir? There's a smiley face.
There's a smiley face that I refuse to wear my uniform today, but the new CO may order that at some point. So, and Eric, I forgot to mention you in the well, I don't know. That's why I wanted to say.
Thank you, Admiral Case. Rear Admiral Hawkins will now present Captain Malloy his end of tour award. Captain Malloy, please join Admiral Hawkins at center stage. Will the guests please rise? Attention to award. The President of the United States takes pleasure in presenting the Legion of Merit to Captain Craig T. Malloy, Nurse Corps, United States Navy, for service as set forth in the following citation. For exceptionally meritorious conduct in the performance of outstanding service as Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, Florida, from May 2024 to August 2026. A visionary leader, Captain Malloy expertly led 2,100 personnel in the delivery of superior health care to over 163,000 beneficiaries across a naval hospital and 5 branch health clinics. He forged a groundbreaking Veterans Affairs resource sharing agreement that was recognized as a Defense Health Agency model to increase military clinician knowledge, skills, and abilities and reduce whole of government private sector care costs. He implemented a mental health vectoring initiative, aligning service members with needed services while extending clinicians to operate at the top of their licenses, resulting in a 48% access to care increase and a 45% decrease in network leakage. His efforts were recognized as a Navy medicine best practice and has been implemented across the Defense Health Agency. Additionally, Captain Malloy established a readiness-focused hospital corpsman rotation program that ensured 100% of first-term sailors received clinically diverse experiences to bolster their abilities for future assignments in the fleet. By his dynamic direction, keen judgment, and loyal dedication to duty, Captain Malloy reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. For the President, M.H. Swartz, Senior Executive Service, Director, Navy Staff. Thank you, Admiral Hawkins. Guests, please be seated. The Chief's Mess and the First Class Mess will now like to present Captain Malloy with some farewell gifts.
I'm looking at you, I know, this is
So quick background. Can everybody hear me? Good morning. So as Admiral Hawkins mentioned, Captain Malloy, one of the things that he did was drive that shuttle with our sailors. And the FA and I would often go, what could go wrong, right? We love it. But it gave us the opportunity and the chance because he interacted with the sailors, he got to know them, they brought issues to him. He turned it over to us as a chief mess to solve a lot of those issues, and we appreciate that. On behalf of the chief mess, the entire command, sir, thank you for your, and I don't just say this, right? People use buzzwords all the time, but thank you for being a servant leader. It is through your actions, and it's every day. And yes, I see Mr. Gallagher in here. We did make sure we had a Demersai code for that when he was out there. But we asked you, Chief Ross, retired to do something for you. Just go crazy. So what we did is we put this thing together. And we took the show with
That is brilliant.
Hello, sir. started us off with. So, on behalf of the First Time Pay Officers Association, we want to say thank you for your support, your leadership, and we definitely appreciate you. You know, is that big or stay cool?
Can I give you the fairway? No, still not, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Captain Craig Malloy.
Wow. This is good. Most of you all say, yeah, boy, you don't need this, but for the recording, I am going to use it. Good morning, and I have prepared notes because most of you who know me will attest to if I don't have notes, it'll go sideways fairly quickly. But good morning, Rear Admiral Case, Rear Admiral Hawkins, Retired Surgeon General, Admiral Gillingham. I know you're here. Yeah, thank you, sir. Distinguished guests, fellow commanding officers, I have the installation, CO and XO next, but you guys are brilliant. I stood up at a 10 command meeting on day one and said, you guys suck. Okay? But you've gotten better. Thank you. I love you guys. You are good for this installation. You are good for our Navy, and thank you.
We can't believe you made it here.
You're not alone. Fellow commanding officers, and there's a lot of you here, thank you for taking time out of your day to come here. The EMF triad. Installation, leadership, beyond, depth, and above. CMC Ryder, what a great CMC installation. You have helped out the command tremendously. Former Naval Hospital Jack skippers, I see a couple of you. I don't know either one of you. But the fact you're here means that you love this command.
They're both MSC.
And they're both MSC. Okay. That doesn't warrant applause. That's not warrant applause at all. Glasgow, you get your time, okay? You're yielding to me right now, okay? Alright, let's make that clear. Okay. Captain Palmer, you and your wife Patty, civic leaders, Harrison, thank you for being here. Thank you very, very much. Fire Chief Russo, my golf buddies, Sam, okay? I will miss doing that with you guys. We spent a lot of time in the woods looking for my golf ball. Thank you. Civic leaders, again, friends and family online, to my wife and 3 kids, love you. To all my dedicated staff, it's a packed house here today. That's quite impressive. I am wondering who's taking care of our patients, and I am a little worried about that. So let's not dilly-dally and get back to work. But thank you for being here. I see my former skipper, Captain Bill Scouten, my former Director of Nursing, retired, Captain Dixiani, and 25-year mentor, Captain Retired Jeremy Hawker. Great to have all 3 of you here. Some will say that you 3 are to blame to be standing here and you should have done better. Captain Scouten, you definitely needed to have done better. Some of you today are here purely incredulous that the command has survived under my tenure. Shoebox Johnson and J.A. Woodward, you're online. I'm not sure what the over-under was in me being successful or perhaps being relieved that I survived and this command has excelled in every manner. I see DCOM Atlantic, Captain Vernon, he didn't make the trip. Apparently my calls to TSA were effective in keeping him out of Florida. Captain Vernon, I know you're going to be watching this. I look forward to working with you over the next 2 years He is DCOM Atlantic. I am about to be DCOM Pacific. And under our admirals, we will charge healthcare for the entire globe. What an honor. Vernon, I look forward personally to pursuing excellence as you pursue havoc. I will do things far better than you, my friend. To my beautiful wife, Leslie, and my 3 amazing children, Amy, KK, and Edward, thanks for being here. To Leslie, you have supported me and been an incredible partner in this journey. You have been a constant source of listening and caring, offering sage guidance, and routinely suggesting that I get a beverage and go sit outside on the patio. Many will say that command is the greatest honor, and in many ways I agree. But having a spouse such as mine makes this job far easier. Round of applause, please. Thank you for everything. I love it. To my immediate flag officers, Rear Admiral Pace and Rear Admiral Hawkins, thank you for your trust. I really do mean that. Thank you for your trust in me to lead this command. My tenure spanned from June of 24 to August 26. I've been very much humbled by this opportunity and filled with immense pride and gratitude. It's been a profound honor of my career to lead such an extraordinary group of professionals and to contribute to the vital mission of Native medicine. When I assumed command, our focus was clear. Apart from Admiral Pace telling me, Malloy, don't boom this up, the mission was clear. To ensure a medically ready force and a ready medical force, while delivering the highest quality patient-centered care that we could. Additionally, we were tasked with continued efforts to enhance the relationship between the NMRTC and the EMF MIND. Over the past 2 years, we have not only met these objectives, but have consistently exceeded expectations, setting new benchmarks for excellence within Native medicine. Our success, not my success, our success is a testament to the unwavering dedication and expertise of every single sailor, civilian, and contractor within NMRTC Jacksonville and the Greater Jacksonville AOR. Together we have achieved significant milestones. I'm going to touch on a few of these. First and foremost, we dramatically enhanced our medical readiness posture. We streamlined our deployment health assessment processes, ensuring our warfighters were medically prepared and optimized for global operations. Through innovative training initiatives and rigorous qualification programs, we increased the clinical proficiency and operational readiness of our medical personnel, making them more agile and effective in supporting fleet and force requirements. I may have called out the entire installation at a tenant command meeting for no-shows and cancellations. I may have alluded to this with these 2 jokers earlier on, but I made it clear that we are in this together. For the combatant line commanders, unless you appreciate the necessity for medical readiness, all of us are in a lot of trouble. We need to work together. So, from that initial engagement, Captain Dexter, DFA, who was at the meeting, and my CMC, I know you are still scarred from that engagement, but it makes for a fun story. Our ability to rapidly deploy medical teams and provide robust support to operational units saw marked improvement, directly contributing to national security objectives. We train to go forward. We train so we are ready to move into harm's way on a moment's notice. We have members of our crew right now in the Persian Gulf that left with 16 hours notice. You train here so we are ready to go forward. Make that crystal clear in your minds why we exist. Secondly, we elevated the standard of patient care. Our commitment to patient-centered care was paramount. We implemented new strategies to improve access, reduce wait times, and enhance the overall patient experience. Our patient satisfaction scores consistently ranked among the highest in Navy medicine, a direct reflection of the compassionate, expert, and holistic care provided by our entire staff. Clinicians and administrators alike, you have set a high standard. We embrace technological advancements to improve diagnostic capabilities and treatment outcomes, ensuring our beneficiaries receive the best possible care. Thirdly, we fostered a culture of innovation and continuous improvement. The status quo is never good enough. Never. We can always do something better. From optimizing clinic workflows to implementing new digital health platforms, we embrace efficiency and effectiveness. This was forward thinking, and this forward thinking approach not only improved our operational capabilities, but created a more dynamic and responsive healthcare environment. We champion professional development, offering robust training, quad zero corpsman rotations. That is difficult on everyone, but it is the right thing to do. And finally, our strength was amplified by our partnerships. I look at Wendy Dodder. Wendy, thank you. The VA and the DOW, the MHS, UMed, we need to work together. Thank you. This is a defining legacy of my 2 years here. Our veterans deserve the very best care in caring for their complex health needs. And when we take care of them here, we are far better because of it. Our steadfast command masterpiece, C&C Willie. Your leadership, wisdom, commitment, thank you. Your tireless efforts, insights, and dedication to sailors and mission have been the cornerstone of our success. We had a lot of laughs, shared some struggles, and we led with a passion. To the incredible staff of NMRTC Jacksonville, to our sailors, the chief's mess, the wardroom, to every civilian, GS and contractor, your dedication and expertise are the bedrock of our success. You are the heart and soul of what we do every single day, and I'm immensely proud. To my leadership team in the boardroom, for your trust, guidance, and unwavering support, I am deeply grateful. I challenged you. I sometimes called you out. I demanded more. I'm unapologetic about that. You delivered. Time and time again. I ask that you continue this drive for Captain Palacios. To my executive assistant, Miss Annabelle Golden, wow, hardest job in the command, let me tell you. You kept me straight on the calendar, frequently calling me saying, did you forget about this? Did you forget about that? The constant reminders, sir, no, you can't do that. You have probably kept me from chipping big rocks into little rocks on more than one occasion. You're awesome. Thank you. As I prepare to be relieved here today, I do so with a profound sense of accomplishment and an even deeper appreciation for the vital mission of Navy medicine. The legacy of this Corps, I believe, is one of driving towards sustained excellence, unwavering commitment, and a deeply ingrained culture of service. I'm confident that NMRTC Jacksonville will continue to thrive and lead the way in providing exceptional healthcare and readiness support. Captain Palacios, to you and your husband Eric, I love you guys. Welcome, and you're inheriting an amazing thing. This is the best MTF in Navy medicine. But I'm going to make a command somewhere on the West Coast. Very special and better. I'm just saying. We'll see. Captain Palacios, we've known each other for quite a while. You worked for me when I was XO in Rota. You were the DFA, and I can tell at that time you were special. this command is in very good hands. Over the next few weeks, you will often say, "What was Malloy thinking? That guy's crazy. I'm not sure that's even legal." Let's call the jag on that one. Judge, you ready for it? Lieutenant Haynes, you ready? Okay, good. Yeah. I don't think I've done anything illegal. I hope I haven't. Okay. Most of all, Captain Palacios, I would hope that you will see that my successes were not mine, but the result of the profound efforts of this most amazing team. As I depart the pattern here today, and I am closing, I reflect on my command philosophy. Take care of people, and the mission will take care of itself. People are our most valued asset. I will have presented, to that end, I will have presented over 100 weekly videos, driven over 3,000 miles in the barrack shuttle, and served hundreds of meals in the galley. I've had a blast. Thank you. Thank you, Team Jacksonville. Thank you for this incredible journey. It's been the honor of a lifetime to serve alongside you. Thank you.
Thank you, Skipper. Captain Malloy, you know you gotta stand back up. Captain Malloy would like to present gifts to his wife, daughters, son, and nephew. Captain Malloy will now read his orders.
I will now read my orders. From Commander Navy, Personnel Command to Captain Craig Malloy, Nurse Corps, United States Navy. Subject, Bupa's Order, number 0716. When directed by Reporting Senior, detaching August 2026 as Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, and Director, Naval Hospital, Jacksonville, and report to Naval Medical Forces Pacific, San Diego, California.
Captain Palacios will now read her orders.
I will now read my orders. Commander, Navy Personnel Command, Captain Cindy Lee Palacios, MSc, USM. Bupa's Order number 0626. When directed by Reporting Senior, detached in July 26 as Executive Officer, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, San Diego, and reported August 2026 as Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, and Director, Naval Hospital, Jacksonville.
I have conducted a thorough turnover, in my opinion. Now I'm ready to be relieved.
I believe you, sir.
Admiral, I stand relieved.
Keep it together, Marie.
Yeah,
Keep it
mine.
together, Marie.
Yeah, the smiley face instead.
It's a little awkward, by the way. We don't get those kind of pictures.
Okay, ma'am, Photoshop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Cindy Palacios, Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command Jacksonville, and Director, Naval Hospital Jacksonville.
So, first and foremost, Greg, that's, thank you for doing this in the chapel. Glory goes to God. So, I wouldn't be here today without you. Emma Case, Kristen, Emma Gillington, Emma Hawkins, Emma Bradford, Captain LaFavor, Captain Palmer, VA guests, JAG staff, family, friends, lieutenant commanders, thank you for all being here today. It's a very special occasion. I also want to extend my many thanks to Captain and Leslie Malloy, along with Dexter Buck, for being so welcoming my first week here. Eric and I already feel like home. As I'm getting ready this morning, the Lord reminded me, there's chaos in the house. There's boxes all over. 2 days ago, Captain Malloy and I watched a car come over a Jersey barrier. The car, our moving truck, was hit by another driver yesterday. Household goods delayed by 4 hours. A rainstorm yesterday afternoon. Boxes all over. And he reminded me, in chaos, be calm. So, that is my promise to you, is to be calm in chaos. I know how much it took to be here today, Dex. Thank you. Yesterday, as it's storming for an hour, I'm watching through the stained glass, and it was just steady. I really appreciate it. When I reflect back on the big picture of my life and my career for the past 30 years, starting as a foreman in 1996, I noticed important practices that kept me or always returned me to the right path. God-focused practices, thanks, Mom. People-centered principles, to my family. Hard work, my dad. And the reminder to just be nice. You never know who's going to be your boss. I get asked a lot from junior personnel why they should stay in the Navy. We talk a lot about recruitment and retention. And I tell them they need to figure out their why. My why, the military is so special. The people, the relationships, and I really do love policy. And I really love the mission. We are so honored to serve people. We can't have any better mission. To Captain Malloy and Leslie, you are a large part of our family. We have been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good leaders, potentially bad leaders. but we always came out together, and it's made us stronger. Thank you so much for our transition. It really made a difference. You've done a fabulous job, Craig. I don't pretend to replace you. We're going to make it better. We're going to continue to build, and we're going to continue to support the fleet, the Marine Corps, and our patients. I promise to continue to actually expand on the VA and DoD partnership, expand our services and support of the wing, of the subs, of the basic. And to our providers, we need the volume and complexity to make sure you guys feel ready and safe providing care. Greg, congratulations on your success. That's it. Military family, to Trish and Andy Romo, this is a couple. When Eric and I deployed to Iraq together, they were willing and took our house, our cars, and they were willing to take our daughter. You can't get any other better military family. That's what makes us truly special. MLG, you taught me how to be calm, and you taught me with 3 little words. We can do better. This man doesn't yell. You only know you've made mistakes when he gave you those 3 little words. We could have done it better. Admiral Case and I were looking at each other and like, ah. Admiral Case, impeccable timing. He always would call a year out, and he'd say, "Are you ready to move?" I'm just starting to get things moving. What do you mean I'm moving? He's like, it's time. He has a superpower of knowing how to bring people together, how to get things done, shake it up a bit. But he always picks the right people for the job. Sir, Kristen, thank you. Really, I can't have done it without you. Admiral Case, I've done my job on LOE4. Ensign Randy Palacios is watching online from ODS. So my daughter just became a psychologist. Admiral Hawkins is going to be her surrogate dad tomorrow, although he's nurse work. And Captain Teresa Dent, another nurse, is going to actually be surrogate mom. So thank you, sir, for doing that tomorrow. Elizabeth Adriana, where are you? With her on, I came from Portsmouth and I checked on board San Diego. Elizabeth Adriana has enough energy for 5 people. And I got a lot. And she talked to me and she said, I need you to think about abundance. You taught me that. I will never forget you. I appreciate you. And we're going to go big. And we're going to do it. To my military family and mentors and friends along the way, thank you. I'm so thankful that you're in my life. Is Juan Rosario here? He's gone. Julie, Captain LaFavor, the only reason I'm here today, sir, is that phone call of would you like to be paid for the Surgeon Gym. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. To my family, Mom, Connie, stepdad, Bill, my dad, Dennis, stepmom, Renee, sister, Pam, Stacy, who can't be here, Mike. You've flown all over the world to support me. Eric, Randy, and I, we're so blessed. My family, when Eric and I deployed to Iraq together, took my daughter Randy for a year. That's a big sacrifice. And they made her better. And she learned the family, and that is her success today. So thank you for that. To Randy, if you can hear Mama, I'm very proud of you. You're going to be a great embassy. To my husband, Eric, couldn't do it without you. I have my own ring at home. Yes, you shine with my boots. And we are all wondering. Thanks. You square away, babe. I love you. And we're going to come off script. So, XO, can you take over for the gifts real quick?
Absolutely. On behalf of Captain Palacios, gifts will now be presented to her family.
If you're wondering what's in the box, eczema, really broken glasses. I've heard the relationship on Western is really important, so we're starting it off well. I want to say thank you to the 4 newly minted chief selectees who just delivered those gifts. Let's give them a round of applause. My first ask for the new Jacks family is to ensure you know your why. We have hardworking people who have dedicated and sacrificed a lot to serve and continue to serve in all capacities. We owe it to our patients, ourselves, our families, and the community to continue to provide superb care in garrison, in the air, on the ship, and on the battlefield. We must continue to develop partnerships with VA and other community partners to meet our healthcare delivery and readiness mission. I will release my philosophy today, which will be lead with heart, drive with purpose. The philosophy is centered around commitment to the people, mission, and ourselves. I look forward to serving with you. XO, CMC, carry out the plan today.
Aye, ma'am. Will the guests remain standing for the departure of the official party and the benediction. On behalf of Captain Palacios, Captain Malloy, and the entire Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command Jacksonville team, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our distinguished guests, families, friends, and shipmates for attending today's ceremony. Chaplain Sweeten will now offer the benediction.
Catch, pray again for Lucy the cat.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be rough.
Almighty God, the passing of the colors now complete, and in the witness of these sailors and your spirit, we affirm the leadership of Captain Palacios. May your blessing unite this command and purpose, sustain us in our mission, and grant us strength in body, mind, and soul. For the sake of our Navy and our nation we pray. Amen.
Bosun, host the side boys.
Side boys, stand change. Side step, march. Left or right, face.
Time orderly, strike, 6 bells. Acting Surgeon General, United States Navy, departing. Time orderly, strike, 6 bells. Commander, Naval Medical Forces Atlantic, departing. Time orderly, strike, 4 bells. Commander, Navy Medicine Readiness and Training Command, Jacksonville, departing. Time orderly. Strike 4 bells. Captain, United States Navy, departing. This concludes our change of command ceremony. Captain Palacios and Captain Malloy invite all guests to join them for a reception next door in the auxiliary hall.